So in my last video, the thing which I haven't done is export the config. So I'm going to export the config. Here we go. I exported all of them. You will see that all of them will get exported, and once it's all exported, you will see all get blue because these are exporting. System exporting. So once it's done, and now it's done. So let's go to startup config. Let's go to IP. Now if I look at router 1, you will see that I have my routes, I have my addressing, everything is there. Now I can create another set, right? And that set, let's say this one is for dynamic, what is it, net, right? Dynamic net, and I can add it. Then I will select dynamic net, and I will select this one. So that once I'm done, I'm going to. So what the idea of this lab, right now, what we are going to do, the idea of this lab is to work on this section. So I want to work on this section. So this is the LAN I want to work on. So we have a site. This is one site, and on this site, what they have done, they went to the ISP, which is router 1, and they said, you know what, we need a public IP. So they said, okay, here you go. This is your public IP. So they gave them the public IP. Now, once they receive the public IP, they need to configure it, right? So in this case, when ISP provides them a totally new range of public IP, ISP needs to have a route pointing that if anyone wants to reach 200 for any reason, they should be doing this. They should be pointing to router 2. So this is one thing we need to do. Okay, so let's do these settings first, and then we will continue further on. So in this case, let's go on to router 1, and let's say router 1 gave router 2, which is another site, all these range. So first thing what they need to do is to have a route. So they will have a route of 200.1.27.0 with the address of 255.255.0 pointing towards 192.112.2. So they are saying that anybody around the world wants to reach this network, if anything is published by router 2, will be published in that range and will forward it to them, right? So right now there's nothing published. This is not being used anywhere, so no one can access it, right? So we don't know any IP addresses, right? Because we're gonna use this range in our net. So let's go to router 2 and let's do the dynamic net settings. So if I go to dynamic net setting for router 2, what we need to first identify our pool. So let's go to the pool. Let's create IP net pool, and let's say this is whatever my pool, whatever the pool name is, right? And then we define the start IP address, the net mask, or the end IP address. So let's say we have 200.1.27.1, and let's say we use only 10 addresses, and we say 200.1.27.10 is asking for the net mask. We say net mask, and we provide the net mask, which is 255.255.255.0. Right? So this is our pool. So we have set up our pool. So our pool is set up. Now we will create a statement. So we'll say so before we create a statement, we need to identify what will be the source which we want to translate to that pool. So let's define an access list. So let's say access list to IP, and then we'll say permit. And because it's a standard access list, so we'll just provide the source address, which is the whole network 10.1.27.0, or we can say everything, whatever is going on, right? So in this case, we are justifying 10.1.27.0 going out to 0.0.0.255. So this is the address we want to translate, and then later on we'll see what else we can do. So now we'll say IP NAT inside. So we want to do an inside with a source list of 2, and we want to convert it or NAT it to a pool, which is my pool. Right? We do not want to do any overload redundancy reversible. We don't want reversible. Allow out in traffic. We don't want to do that. So we just do my pool, and then we press. So now my statement is ready. Now I need to define what is my inside interface and what is my outside interface. So in this case, Ethernet 0x0 is my IP NAT outside, and Ethernet 0x1 is my IP NAT inside. Right? So I should be good. So if you want to continue looking, and if you want to do more settings, like if you do IP NAT translation, we have multiple settings here, right? Let me everything is in one. Come on. So if you look at it, we can define timeouts when the timeout should be happening, like the entry will be timed out, DNS or TCP timeout or the UDP timeout. This is dynamic NAT translation. See if it's a timeout for dynamic NAT timeout for NAT TCP flows, NAT UDP flows, and port timeout. So any port specific flows, whatever you want to say. So let's say I want to set a timeout of if you type never, it will be never. Let's say I want a timeout of 16 seconds. So let's say 60, so it's 1 minute. In 1 minute the session will be done out, right? So now if you look, because it's dynamic, so I should not have any NAT translation, right? I have nothing because it should be dynamic, but I have nothing. I can write it right now because this is our configuration as a whole has been done. So what we did, let's look at it. So if I do show run include NAT, so you see that we created a pool, which is this one. We created a pool. We created a statement, what we want to do, from where to where we want to do that. So we say IP NAT inside source list 2. So source list, so we do NAT include access as well. So now we have access as well. So we are saying that use this XSS. So whatever is in 10.127, take it and give it some IP address on this pool. This pool has these many addresses, and then you can do whatever you want to do. Okay. Now, what we can do, because let's say 888 is something a web server or something like that, right? So what we can do, I think can we do a TCP ping? No, we can't do TCP ping from here. If you look into Windows, you can do TCP ping, so you can ping a particular port. And for the firewalls, Cisco firewalls offer that feature as well. You can ping a particular port as well. In this case, we don't have that option. It should say ping TCP, and then you can define. Right? So translating TCP in this case, translating, so this is not going to work. Well, that's okay. So now if I want to ping 8.8 with the source address of Ethernet 0x1, I'm able to ping it, and if I look at show IP NAT translation, I have a translation which is going to see 27.1 ping given. So if I go to router number 7, which is behind router 2, and from here if I want to ping 8.8.8, I'm able to ping it, and if I do a trace to do 8.8.8, I'm able to ping it. So it's going to the default gateway, then going to the router 1, and then going to router 6, right? And if I go to router 2 and do show IP NAT translation again, you will see that I have multiple entries. One is for 27.2, which is router number 2, self-generated traffic, and one is for 27.7, which is route number 7, which is behind, or in our case, the LAN side. So you can see this is dynamic. So if you wait for a minute, these entries should be timed out, and you can see that it started reducing. So let's wait. Let's see if that timeout feature works or not. So if I do show IP NAT stats in the meantime, just to see. So you can see that what my outgoing interface, what is my inside interface. You can see how many translations I did, how many static ones are there, how many dynamic ones are there, how many extended ones are there. Then what accesses I'm using, what is my pool addresses are, how much I've used, right? So all this information is coming in here. So if you look at here, so 27.1, this one's 27.2. So it says allocated only one, so it might be that we have lost already. You see, we have already lost that. So it's a 60-second thing is working, so I'm gonna time out my my translations in 60 seconds. So it is good for testing purposes. You can reduce the time so that you can see if this is happening, and so on and so forth. So now if router 7 as a host, you can create multiple loopbacks and different network, they won't be allowed to go out. Right, so let's say if I create on router 7, if I create a loopback interface, let's say interface loopback 0, and I provide IP address of 10.177 to 5.5.0, let's say. What is the issue here? Oh, I have to do. Okay. Oh, there we go. So now I have a loopback. So if I do show interface brief, it's to the sign, you will see that I have another interface. Now if I ping same 8.8.8.8 with the source address of loopback 0, this won't ping. Why? Because our accesses doesn't support this network. Our accesses support 10.127 on order 2. Our accesses support, this is access list 2, right? And if you look at our access list 2, access list 2 is 10.127. If we add this network as well, right? For example, if I say here config T, access list 2, permit 10.177, only 10.177, I can type host here, right? So let's say host and confirm that is correct. So now I have two entries here. I have 10.177 and 10.127. If you want to see what number I'm getting, so I can do show IP access. This, so you see that this is number 20 and this is number 10, right? So if I go now to router 7 and I do the ping again, I 10.177. So you see that it is not happening, right? And let's see why it's not. So let's troubleshoot why this is not happening, right? So let's do. We have two matches on 27. We have no matches on 77. So let's do. This is not even going out, right? Router 7. Okay, let's ping 10.1.27.2 with the source of loopback 0. So that's the issue, right? The issue is router 2 doesn't know about this network. So we have to go on router 2 first. And on router 2, we have to say IP about 10.1.7.7 255.255.255.0. Let's say 255 was the host address. And we say send it to 10.127. This might not work because I am using router 7 as a host, but let's see. If we have it as a router, then it should have worked. 27.7. Let's do this. Let's go to let's try again. So it's working. So now if I go to 8.8, now it's working. If I go to router 2 and say show me the translation, so now you can see that my 10.1.7 is also going out. So this is the way you add the network here. Because of the router feature, I was able to use all these things, right? So that is one thing. So this is what we have in a dynamic NAT, right? I want you to practice on it. I want you to make sure that you understand it. So if I look again, show run include NAT or access. So you can see we have outside interface as Ethernet 0 by 0, inside interface as Ethernet 0 by 1. Then we have a translation timeout which is an optional feature if you want to use it. Then we have IP NAT pool, we have 10 addresses, and then we have a source list to pool, my pool, and then we have an access list, right? So this is all we have for dynamic. Now, why this is working? Because router 1 has a static out pointing towards 200, and he knows that 200 is on router 2, right? So that is why it is working. We haven't defined this IP on any of the interfaces, right? But this is working because router 1 know that anything 200, router 2 should know about it, and router 2 know about it based on this NAT table. So that is it. In the next video, I will be doing static NAT, and then we'll move to PAT.